Hey, what's up? This is Marcus from Machine City Audio. So for today's video, as you saw in the title, we're going to be talking about old school sampling versus new school sampling. Now, right out the gate, I want to say I'm not saying one is better than the other or one is worse than the other. I'm just telling you my experiences and why I love old school sampling and why I will probably always love old school sampling the best. So when me and my homies used to go digging, we would probably get to the record store at about 9:50 because they opened at 10 o'clock. So we get there so we can be the first ones in to go digging. And we would dig for hours. I'm talking about like from 9 to about lunchtime. And then after that, we would take a break and go downstairs. There was a pizza shop. We would go downstairs, have some lunch, come back up, go digging again. And dig till about, I think they close at 5 o'clock. And it's a place called Jerry's Records. I'm in Pittsburgh, PA, if you don't know that. Definitely check Jerry's Records out if you happen to come in Pittsburgh, PA, or if you live in Pittsburgh, PA and you never checked them out, go there. All right, but anyways, we would dig till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, come home, chop up samples, and then go back out on Sunday and go digging again. And those moments right there was something that you could never get if you go digging online and you download MP3s. You can't get those same experiences. And those moments are like golden to me. Another thing I liked about digging is when you will come up on a classic break. So let's say you were digging and you found a break that Tribe Called Quest used, Gang Starr, Black Star. You're like, oh man, I didn't even know that they sampled this and now I got this in my collection. Like, those moments were priceless, man, and those moments are great. Now I don't dig as much as I used to anymore, but I still love digging, and in my heart I'll always be a digger. I'm always digging. So let's talk about the new school way of digging. So nowadays you can grab an MP3 from Spotify or iTunes, YouTube, and then there's a big site called Tracklib, and you can get a lot of samples from there. Now there's nothing wrong with that way of digging. Technology is advanced. You can do things now more conveniently, which there's nothing wrong with that because I do love convenience myself. And you got to adapt to the new technology, and I love new technology. But let's just talk about Tracklib for a minute. Now, one of the things that Tracklib has that you don't get with just digging and going to the record store is the fact that you can actually clear the samples. So they have like different packages where you could pay, and then you can clear so many seconds or a minute or whatever of that sample. Now you're going to pay the more you want to clear, but the fact that they give you that option protects you as a sampler, and it also gives the artist a chance to get some dough and get their name recognized. So I truly appreciate that part about Tracklib, and shit, I'm probably gonna try Tracklib myself. I think it's a pretty dope site. I might go in there today, tomorrow, and chop something up and make it in a video. But the one thing about Tracklib is it puts everybody on the same footing. So what I mean by that is, when I was digging, the one thing that I prided myself on is having crates or having records that nobody else had. That's the one thing as a producer that, oh man, I got these samples that this producer don't have. I got these breaks. I got these drums that took me forever to find, took me years to find. And somebody else probably isn't going to have those samples that you have. Whereas on Tracklib, everybody has access to those same samples. So that's sort of the issue that I have with that. And being from the old school, way of digging, I just appreciate that way more because you never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to find. Every time me and my boy will find some samples that we know are super rare, we'd be like, good luck finding that. To any producer out there, good luck finding that. So as a producer and someone who samples, you pride yourself on having deep crates that nobody else has. I'm always going to be an old school digging person at heart because it's just something that I love. It's something that I grew up doing, and it's just those experiences. Like I said, those are what you can't get. That's my only drawback with technology nowadays. It seems to rob us of experiences and wanting to go out and communicate and do certain things. Like nowadays, everything is meant to be super fast, in the house, just more convenient, and it kind of takes away from the experience of having those records in your hand, digging, getting dusty fingertips, and you just like, you love it. Now I can't be in a record store for hours no more, bent over, you know, on my back. I got a bad back from working, doing all this hard labor. But I still like to go to the record store, you know, go for like an hour or so, get in, get out, get me some records, and you know, that's what I like to do. I could tell you now, there's nothing like putting that needle to the vinyl and just hearing that record crackle, you know, for the first time, hearing that music come on, and you just like, man, I wonder what sample I'm gonna find today. I wonder what am I going to chop up today. You know, it's just something about that feeling that you can't get nowhere else. You can't get it from an MP3. That's all I'm saying. All right. So let me know in the comments which way you prefer. You like the old school way, new way? What you like? I am Marcus with Machine City Audio. Peace, and until next time.